What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Great morning. Happy Thursday. So excited to be here with you all. Looking forward to this session together. This time together is always treasured. As more and more spammers come in here, you just got to be able to just don't even worry about that. Let it be noise. Just let it be in the background. We focus on signal. We focus on all the positivity that all of you bring over here, that growth mindset. Always looking to improve, always looking to better yourself, not only as a trader and an investor, but as a person. That's why I surround myself around all of you. You help me be a better person. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for all of you. I saw Heath over here. Hold on one second. Trade Talk over here. I saw Heath shouting out good morning. And then I saw Giles over here also. Viva Wall Street Bets. Great morning, everyone. They got a lot to talk about. I think it's going to have a bit of a Friday flavor to it, but nevertheless, we're going to walk away from this having that clarity and that well, that's exactly what we need here to navigate the markets together. Gene, bring it over here. The Trinity, the Holy Spirit, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here with all of you, and just thank you, each and every one of you. All right, let's get into it over here. We're going to start. Where are we going to start? We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to start on Bitcoin. Actually, we're going to start with Andre over here. He made a really interesting comment on the afternoon video. He said, look, the Bitcoin chart is looking good right now in the sense that the pi cycle is leveling out, increasing the chance of a single top versus a dual top in this bull run, which makes exiting decisions easier for us. Very, very, very good awareness over there. It's true. The pi cycle, by the way, is filed on lookintobitcoin.com. If you go ahead and subscribe to their Patreon, you could add this to TradingView. If not, I have it up here. And as we need it, and as we get close to the top, this is giving the best signal, exit signal, not just for the past two cycles, but also for the first double wave we saw in the first cycle. We talk about that often. We don't need to talk about it right now, but I want to show you a visual picture of what that looked like. Over here, you had a pi cycle exit. Over here, you had another pi cycle exit. And over here, you had another pi cycle exit. The best exit that I've seen on Bitcoin when price is going parabolic. However, how would you have known over here between this cycle and this cycle, this was not the top? The R hodl, also on lookintobitcoin.com, was not yet at a level showing that the cycle was peaking, something to pay attention to. But what Andre is saying is that, look, this cycle right now over here after this pullback is starting to resemble not so much of this hot double wave move, but maybe more of this one cycle, one fluid cycle. As we're right here right now, we're below an average of the two cycles. We're right about where my mouse is, right over there at about 31,000, right over there at about day 260 after the halving. So good awareness and very, very good insight to add to the conversation over here. And that's what you all do. You all are bringing it each and every day. Here's the daily on Bitcoin. By the way, everyone knows, everyone here with great clarity, great certainty. I never shot the link over. Hold on one second. Got to make sure that everyone is taken care of, that everyone who's waiting to know when we go live, we went live. I make sure that I always include that link to the Telegram. If you're not receiving, by the way, the updates as we go live, as Heath on Trade Talk puts out any updates, Brandon on Crypto Trades and Tech puts out any updates, below is a Telegram broadcast channel. You want to make sure that you are on that thread over there. Now, what else is going on? Bitcoin over here on the daily, I see, is about to take out yesterday's high. It's challenging yesterday's high, at least over there. That's bullish, right? But nevertheless, what really we're doing is we're consolidating. Here's our trend line, waiting to break it out. We're seeing today, though, everyone knows our downside risk. We covered it well yesterday. I don't need to cover that right now. What we need to talk about is what's going on across the markets. Ethereum over here starting to resume off, leading Bitcoin. And that's what we're looking to continue to happen this whole cycle right now. We expect, not by such a large margin, but we expect Ethereum is going to keep outperforming Bitcoin over here. You could see Ethereum holding that support over there well. Let me come down to a 2-hour time frame. So just so we could get a better look at the price action. Look at the break of the trend line. Look at the retest. And now trying to resume off. Needs to take out this little bit of last swing high. If it does, then what's it doing? It's coming back towards the all-time high. Once it breaks the all-time high, I think that we're going to see some price discovery take place, not only on Ethereum, You know, I'm not going to try to put a time frame on it. We'll just watch the charts and watch the price. But as soon as Bitcoin also breaks out and joins the party, and you have the momentum of Bitcoin running, the alts are just going to thrive in this environment. It's coming. We see it. We've been focusing on Bitcoin pairs, rightfully so. Look what's leading. This is Aave Bitcoin. It's lagging today, down 2%, while almost everything on our watch list is up. Everything on our watch list is up healthy, except Aave. But Aave has been ever since the breakout. Here's the breakout. We could play breakouts on cryptocurrencies, right? On all coins. Here's the breakout. Here's the retest. And healthy that it never came all the way back to the line. That shows that it's got a lot of momentum. Here's the retest and then the resumption off. This looks beautiful over there, even though it's lagging a little bit today. DOT breaking outside of that trend line, sending it as well. Chainlink breaking out versus, look at that, versus the trend line over there, getting above that last resistance. There's an entry developing over here on Chainlink versus Bitcoin. If this is able to hold this resistance over here, resume out, going out over here to the last swing high over there. Is that a swing high or an all-time high? That's just a swing high over there. A lot of upside potential, in my opinion, over here against all these coins that we track. We're tracking the leaders over here. There's a couple that we should be adding over here. We should have Uniswap over here. What else deserves to be over here? I don't know. Cardano also over here breaking out versus its trend line over there. Do you notice how we got everyone's focus over to where the focus needed to be over the last couple of weeks on these Bitcoin pairs versus the leading altcoins? Beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. What about the equity markets? Let's check in over there. I'm sure everyone has their eyes right now. What's going on GME? What's going on over on AMC? And what's going on silver? We'll talk about that in just a moment. First, let's take a look at the equity markets. Let's jump back over to the 8-hour time frame over here. By the way, just one little thing here. If you're happy to be here, if you're learning something new, if you enjoyed me spending the time with you, go ahead and smash that like button. Help support me. Help support the channel. Help light up the Google algorithm so other people could get over there. Guys, listen, Stefano, Wes, Pure Vita, everyone who helps out moderating this channel would not be what it is without you, because as more and more people are attracted to it, obviously you get spammers and scammers and people just trolling for attention. Thank you for doing what you do, right? Don't even tell them to chill out, you know, put them in a little timeout. Like I got 5 kids, one on the way. I gotta, you know, when they misbehave, I gotta put them in timeout, get them, you know, all the crying though and all that stuff. That's just noise. I don't worry about that. All right, what else we got going over here? Right? Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for smashing that like button. It means a lot to me, and I'm grateful for it. Because as I get caught up in the flow over here, I forget to ask you. As you get caught up listening and analyzing yourself, you forget. So, you know, just working together over there. Over here, S&P 500, it looks like it's trying to reclaim this area of support over there. Looking good. Nothing else you can say about that. Nasdaq looking a little bit healthier. You can see that it held the support line over there. That's fine. Yesterday, as the market's crumbling, what did we do? We kept that level-headedness and just watching price and waiting and waiting. And if we need to attack, we're going to attack. But the world is not dying. The world is not ending by any means. DXY is coming in for a retest this morning. Let me pull up Brad's chart over here. You can see on the DXY after that trend line broke out, coming back in for a retest right now. What does that mean for us? What are we watching here on the dollar? Lots of opportunity there. I saw Heath was crushing intraday the euro US dollar inside the scalping forum. Over here on the DXY, plenty of volatility after that trend line break coming back in. We're watching and waiting to see if this holds as support and resumes off. That's going to mean that we're going to then come out and look to take out this swing high over here and then look up higher. If we fall back in and it's a failed retest, then we know that we're back towards that weak dollar. All right, so we'll be tracking that. Very important right now. Let me go ahead and move this off over here. By the way, $100,000 Bitcoin before the end of June 2021. How did I get there? How did I get there? Over here, we have over here, this Plan B put this out over here, and he just was like looking at charts. That's what I do also. I'm able to look at charts and just analyze trends. He's a quant. That's what he's able to do, adding in some numbers and crunching them over there. Looking at the first cycle, we hit $100,000 equivalent of this cycle right here in red first cycle, pulled back again over here in April, September in the second cycle. I did this. I added 415 days from the halving cycle to put us at the end of June, right? Did I did 400? I did 450. Anyway, I put us right over here. I felt that's very safe. I feel like we're outperforming the last cycle by a lot, and that's because of the easy monetary policy, because of the Fed pumping QE, right? Super hyper asset inflationary, easy money across the board right now. I think that we continue to outperform the last cycle and not as much as the first. I felt safe. I always want to put something out there that I feel is safe, that's going to be met. So I went over here, and I feel like by the end of June, we should be at $100,000. Some good awareness for us. Over here at GameStop, Richard shared this over here this morning. He shared that, look, just for a smile, the volume on GameStop yesterday outperformed Apple, outperformed the S&P, outperformed the mighty Tesla. Retail is showing Wall Street what's up over here. And you can see over here a couple of things I just want to note to you over here. Very important, okay? First of all, one thing that is signal right now when it comes to GameStop, one thing that is signal, the amount of shorts have not decreased. They've actually increased, right? There's about 130% short, which is why these people over here, which is why retail took out these hedge fund managers, right? This is why the whole short squeeze hasn't really started. By the way, the real short covering hasn't even started yet. Everyone is short here. Not only are they short, they're paying an enormous fee to be holding this short over here. Things are about to get wrecked. From what I understand, the fund, the original hedge fund that was holding the short was able to exit their positions. But now new people took up shorts. And over here it says, by the way, the only way out for the shorts right now may be for GameStop to issue new stock. Therefore, they could decide any price they want. Think about it over here. What I want to get into over here is this over here. Denver Bitcoin, great follow. Denver Bitcoin over here. Notice that WallStreetBets is now targeting silver. Is silver going to the moon over here? Laying out the case over here. Are they going to take down the COMEX? That would be absolutely just super, super. We said 2021 could be the year of silver. Nevertheless, am I going to exit my Bitcoin trade to get involved in speculating on silver, in speculating on GameStop, or speculating on AMC? By the way, AMC over here, AMC, the movie theaters have been closed all year because of the virus. Over here, none of their theaters are open, no revenue coming in, large short float. We have retail stepping in, looking to take out the hedge funds managers over here. Look at where's that going to open? Pre-market's down, back down towards 13. We'll keep tracking that for fun. Do I think that you should speculate on GME, on AMC, or anything else? Pure Vita over here, just making a note. Listen, if anyone is going to stick, dip a toe in, make sure trading, investing 101, you're not risking more than 1%. Healthy reminder over here, this is not any get-rich scheme where you want to just go ahead and take all of your money, take your account, and either go ahead and go all in, whether it's options or buying the underlying. That's not, you risk 1% if you feel the need to be involved. Nothing more, nothing less. This is all calculated risk, which equals calculated returns. You're not here to gamble. I'm not interested whatsoever in moving over to whatever the hottest fad is. I'm interested in making the money that feeds my family, that sends them to school, that pays for their health care, everything that needs to be done. The only trade that matters, in my opinion, is Bitcoin. Nevertheless, let's keep looking over here, and I want to show you what else is going on this thread because it's quite interesting over here. We have a video with Kamith over here. Do I have to dig way down? Oh, it's lost. Kamith on CNBC absolutely roasting the commentator. I don't have it. I can't share it with you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in this afternoon's update. Here it is right here. Let me go ahead and pull up the audio over here. Let's listen.
Degree can see their stocks rise in this magnitude, and all of that is just fine? That there's nothing wrong with the integrity of the system if that is occurring?
The lack of integrity in the system is the precursor that caused GameStop to be sold short 136%, and for people to try to pile on and destroy a company in front of our eyes. That to me feels wrong. That feels pretty un-American, if you ask me. I think GameStop is a reasonable business. I think what they do is reasonable. And so the fact that they shouldn't be allowed to exist because all of a sudden, like, we decide that they should be obliterated into the ground.
No, they should be allowed to exist. They should be allowed to exist at whatever their stock should be valued at based on what their earnings are. And the stock was like
the free market
$17, $18 not that long ago.
Who says that? Who says that? Do you want to make the same argument about Tesla? It's gone 10x in a few months. You don't know what it's worth. Let's be honest. Okay?
You don't think that Tesla's growth prospects?
Scott, I have my own model for the company. I'm allowed to underwrite however I want to own it. Everybody that bought that stock is also underwriting how they want to own it. And the point is, just because you're wrong doesn't mean you get to change the rules, especially when you were wrong, you got bailed out the last time. That's not fair.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that these investors who were short the stock were necessarily wrong. I mean, I still haven't heard you tell me what the fundamental case is for GameStop at 350 or AMC theaters, which have been closed for months and months and months, is worth what the stock's trading at now, or any number of these things, the way that they're trading. There's no fundamental reason why they're there. They're trading because there's this momentum cohort behind it, whether it's on Reddit or Robinhood or wherever else.
But Scott, why is that all of a sudden so wrong to you, this kind of momentum trading? Because, for example, if you look under the hood on every quant strategy, organized, quantitative, strategic hedge funds on Wall Street, those things are all momentum shops. They trade day over day.
All right, so I saw a couple of comments that are real. By the way, this is classic over here. You got Wall Street bets traders, Elon Musk at their back, game stocks, and now also over here, the champion of the people. Beautiful, beautiful to watch. Couple of things that I wanted to make note of over here. A couple of things I saw occurring in the chats, and it's over here, right? By the way, is this fair? Is this right? I think I don't know what exchanges you can still find them on, but what's going on over here that exchanges are removing access for GME and AMC? Why is the CEO of the Nasdaq saying he needs to maybe halt trading and then allow these funds to reallocate? What does that even mean? Does that mean that all the retail who are long, all of a sudden they're going to wake up and find out that all of a sudden the stock has dumped down? It's total manipulation. It's not fair. I don't understand this comment over here. American communism. Sorry, I can't buy this stock anymore. Paulie, I don't know what you're talking about or if the free world has got you shook or what. So, over here, I am going to help. We got some younger generation over here, someone in their early 20s asking a question. We're going to get into that in a second. But when we get back, listen, this is the people. Retail is the people. The game is rigged. What GameStop is doing right now is showing the world how rigged the system is. And we're seeing the system come to try to come. Then you got Winklevoss brothers jumping in there, being like, boom, level up, buy GameStop, taking out Wall Street, right? You got who else doing that? You got Elon Musk jumping in there. Beautiful to watch. But when we talk about communism, I'm sorry you can't get into this anymore and things like that. I just, you know what? I think you're ignorant. I don't think you understand what's going on in this world. I think that you've been programmed. Think about that. Fix yourself. Fix yourself before you're not going to be able to achieve anything in this world unless you're right within. Now, what I want to talk about over here, though, is Jordan. Listen, someone's been trying to reach out on Twitter, I guess, since December. It's impossible for me to respond to Twitter messages. Like, if I see one and I could respond to it, I do. It's nothing personal at any point whatsoever. The question is, though, and this is really important, I'm in my early 20s. The truth is I have not invested in Bitcoin. What's your advice? I barely know where to start learning it. I see people talking about Bitcoin trading, buying and selling, but I don't understand the selling part. What's your advice? They reached out again. Listen, ready? 101, never sell Bitcoin, never sell any cryptocurrency during the bull market phase. You're in the bull market phase. Number two, beautiful that you're asking questions. You have to learn. You have to do research. This video right over here, 3 ways to trade Bitcoin during the bull market phase, is absolutely essential. Whether you're just a beginner trying to learn more about Bitcoin and see what's going on and to understand that 4-year cycle, or you're someone with 20 years in experience and an expert, this video over here is absolutely a must watch. And then over here you have on the rest of the playlist, you have these other videos that are going to educate you on Bitcoin. If you're looking where to learn about Bitcoin and where to start, this playlist on this channel is an absolute treasure. Start there. Do not look to buy. Definitely do not look to sell. Do not look to buy until you understand what you're doing and why. All right. So where did that take us and where are we right now? Over here on the DXY. Let's move over. Let's take a look at silver now, talking about those silver shorts and what's happening over there. Is Wall Street, sorry, that's platinum. Is WallStreetBets going to be able to get something going in silver? Oh, we're already seeing it up 4.5% today. What's going on in the charts? This is the 3-day, just to give you a clear view. By the way, could everyone see what I'm looking at? Could everyone see what I'm looking on there? Thank you. That's the only reason I looked at. By the way, thanks Dave for the comment. That's the only reason I bought up game stocks today, this morning, right? It's not because I want people to go ahead and speculate inside these stocks at all. That's actually not the right thing to do. You want to focus on what matters. You're making money with systematically, right? You're not looking to go ahead and jump in and take abnormal risks, right? Silver, something we've been lining up. Now, if we're getting a little momentum behind it, is that something that maybe you want to get in? Well, we're just following price at the end of the day anyway, right? We're just following price at the end of the day anyway. Anyway, where do we go? Yeah, Miguel, fun fact, back in 2013, he owned 1%, like the Winklevoss brothers, of the float of Bitcoin, of the supply of Bitcoin. He didn't realize back then, as did most of us, what was going on. Now he does. Now he does. Here we are. Silver. Let's take a look. Here's the trend line, right? Here's our trend line. Breakout, retest, resuming off right now above that 26 important resistance. Everyone could see it, conquering the markets all day long. What's next on silver? Let's come back down to the 8-hour over there. There's our 26 resistance, right? By the way, for those that I'm not, my radar is only on silver this morning because of WallStreetBets, because of Denver Bitcoin's tweet, right? I'm not focused on precious metals. I looked at them a week ago and I was like, just not yet. Yeah, I believe that silver could be one of the best performing assets in 2021, going out to take out its new all-time high. Nevertheless, that's not the trade that matters right now for me. Nevertheless, look at this. If you were stalking and watching silver, look what happened over there. There's our trend line break. Boom. But now here's where it gets interesting above this 26 resistance. If we get a chance, an opportunity to confirm that into support over here, definitely green lighted over here. If this is turned into support and tested and resume off, that will bring an entry. Do you buy over here up 4.5%? No. Could this fade back down today and come in and test that trend line and maybe not even hold it? It can. It can. Listen, when you have a lot of people speculating, the people that did the research, the people that saw that GameStop was the most heavily shorted stock out there, the people who did the research, the people that positioned themselves ahead of time, right? They did their research. When you have people jumping into the trade, speculating that are not informed, they can't hold their position. The same thing with Bitcoin. If you don't understand the trade and you get yourself into Bitcoin and then it starts pulling back 15%, you get all scared and shook and sell your position because you don't understand it. The same thing over there when people jump in right now into silver and are speculating. Do people understand that the COMEX does not have the physical silver to back up the paper contracts? Do they understand what's going on? Why WallStreetBets might be targeting? Well, I hope they're taking the time to educate themselves today rather than just jump into the trade. Nevertheless, we could follow our edge over here. We could follow what's happening on price, and that's what we do. Everything else doesn't even matter. If this over here, this support is retested and holds, that's an opportunity to go long silver. 26 is a level we've been looking at and talking about for a long time. We're all aware of it. What else? Maybe we go straight up. Maybe we come up into this resistance over here without ever looking back. Okay, fine. Let's see what happens up there. Maybe we'll be rejected. We could wait for an opportunity to get in. Or maybe we take out 2750 and then we have the chance, the entry. That's fine. You're waiting for the correct time to go ahead and attack. You're not just jumping in. The only way that you can make markets is becoming the casino, is having the edge. And that edge doesn't mean that every trade you take is going to be successful. It doesn't even mean 50% of the trades that you take are going to be successful. But it means that if you have that edge and you use proper risk management, you're going to be conquering the markets all day long. Heath, my brother, Trade Talk. Everyone get on it. Heath is putting out amazing, dropping amazing gems and wisdom every day, all day long. Where are we next? Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Stefano. Thanks for helping keep this community what it is. We appreciate you and everyone else. Pure Vita, Wes, everybody. George. Thank you. So what are we talking? What's next? What are we looking at over here? Right? Gold. Is that exciting yet? It could be soon. Let's take it. Just give me 3-day on gold. So big signal on gold. I'm looking for the breakout over here of that upper trend line over here to know above this 1912 horizontal resistance, to know that we're going to have some momentum over here to look to take out that all-time high. But what about this trend line over here, the one that got me burnt not too long ago? When was it? It was over here in January? No. That was over here. That was in early November. All right. Now I have this trend line over here we looked at yesterday together, right? It's very clear. We're coming into that resistance right now. Does everyone see it? It's clear. It's very clear. Above that trend line over there, could that open up the possibility of getting into an aggressive position on gold? I see it. I believe you see it if I see it, because we're all looking at the same thing each and every day, right? We're all continuing to work towards training our brains to be able to be preemptive of what price is going to do next and be able to approach that in a very risk-adverse way. All right, let me just have a little bit of fun over here. It's only been a half hour. Can you imagine what we've covered in a half hour over here? 732 likes this early in the session. Grateful for it. Thank you so much, everyone over there. That's right. What I'm really most hyped about over here is that this whole facade, the emperor behind the curtain with no clothes, is being shown for what it is over here. As we got can you imagine they took down off Reddit the forum because there was some bad language, right? Could you imagine the censorship that is happening over here? You know what? But not just Americans. What do people do? People fight for freedom. Is WallStreetBets right here fighting against the system and winning? Yeah, they are. And then we got other people over there. We got our forget. I see people quoting Warren Buffett all day long. What are you thinking? The guy is a dinosaur. The guy hasn't even outperformed the S&P in recent memory. He has no idea. He called Bitcoin rat poison. He has no idea about anything. People quoting him all day long. Follow the leaders, man. Follow the people that today are getting it right. That's who you want to focus in on over there. I can't pronounce his name, otherwise I would, right? You guys get triggered every time I say his name wrong. But Kamath, he's calling everyone out there, and he can call everyone out there, and he's doing it. Yeah, that's fine, That's what makes a market, right? Take either side, Kamath. I don't get it. Yeah, so by the way, if you're trading with notice I've never, ever once even, referred anyone to Robinhood or say trade with Robinhood. Why would you trade with a platform where you're the product? And why would you trade with a platform that every time the market was either limit down or limit up was unavailable? Use a better broker. There are amazing interactive brokers, great broker. TradeStation, great broker. Robinhood? Come on, I don't understand it. What else are we looking at? Huge case for DeFi. This is Signal over here. Huge case for DeFi. Look over here. We got our list over there. We're watching the leaders over here of this bull alt season. We got to add Uniswap over here. It belongs over here. Let's take a look this morning at what's going on. Look at that. Just took out its new high over there. That spike high over there. What's going on over there on the 8-hour, though? We're just coming in, pulling back. You all know what to do over here. Let me come to the 2-hour, first of all. It'll give us a better deal. You could see over there, we're just going to add a little bit of a trend line like this. Did that break already? Let me move that up there. Well, this is what the market is showing us, right? Right over there. Let's just have that little bit of edge in there. It's what we've seen developed across all these altcoins for the past few weeks, for the past couple of months. It's the breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation. Alt season just getting going over here. So are we. So are we. 2020 was absolutely extraordinary for conquering the markets. 2021 is just going to be beyond extraordinary. It's going to be epic. And then from there, what are we going to do? How are we going to be working together? How are we going to be changing the world? We're starting with ourselves, with those around us, with our families, and then we're just going to keep on reaching out, making a difference, being that ripple that goes ahead and makes a dent in the universe. Steve Jobs, how to squeeze the Rothschilds, buy Bitcoin. All right. Yep. We've been all over Aave too as well over here on the list. It's a short session. I don't know what we need to look at next. Let's take a look at FX and see what's going on over here. So a lot of people are talking about Dogecoin. Listen, one thing to note of it, right? What's the symbol over here? It's got a huge, it's a decentralized cryptocurrency. I don't know why I can't pull it up. But I can't. Well, then we're just going to keep moving on. Out of the flow. Just like that. Just as quick. I'm not a bot. Totally human. Full of error. Just like everyone else. Doge. Thank you. Got it. I thought that's what we were doing. DOGE. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the assist. Do appreciate it over there. Let's look it out over here on Binance. Wow, what's going on? What's going on? But note, wow, look at the behavior. It's very weird with all these spikes over here. Very weird with all of these spikes over there. But look at the pattern, right? Look at this pattern. Move up, wait for the consolidation, breakout, you know? Is this what you want to be interested in, by the way? What's the use case? It's a decentralized cryptocurrency, right? Just like Litecoin. Now, Litecoin is obviously just copy and paste the code of Bitcoin, make a few adjustments, so whatever's built on Litecoin could then be built on Bitcoin. So it's like a test net for Bitcoin, perhaps. But what is the use case of Dogecoin? Does a decentralized currency have any future in tomorrow's world? I don't know. Speculating, that's what it is. Is it for me? Absolutely not. I'm focused in on what matters. I'm focused in on the only trade that matters. That over here is Bitcoin over here. The whole reason you're seeing every single altcoin, including DeFi, by the way, enormous future for DeFi, enormous amount of freedom for DeFi. You see what's going on as they close the thread for WallStreetBets on Reddit, censorship. We need decentralized Twitter. We need decentralized social media. We need decentralized forums where the people, us, could go ahead and organize and communicate freely. It's coming, and that's what I love what's happening at this particular time on GameStonks, because it's forcing everyone to look at the world we live in, and it's going to force innovation. Nevertheless, what we're seeing occur right now across Bitcoin, causing Ethereum to run over here, causing altcoins over here to do their thing, where Raoul Pal got it wrong when he talks about the network effects causing all of these altcoins to rise. And he said, not just Ethereum, pick any altcoin. It's Bitcoin and its 4-year cycle, the rising tide that lifts all boats, that causes these cycles across the board. Now you're going to see the strongest move to the top. Who are the strongest right now? It's the DeFi. Why is it DeFi? Because right now, XRP showed us, listen, if you're a centralized company who's selling securities, you have a huge target on your back, right? But if you're decentralized, who do you go after? How do you go after the project, right? Anyway, where are we? Yeah, big, just a bit of like guidance here as I continue to mold this community and this group. A very special place on the internet, full of extraordinary people who just continue to be iron sharpens iron, continuing to improve ourselves, to improve our abilities over here. Just really out of respect for myself and the fact that like one day my kids will be watching this. Let's keep the language always clean. Very, very important. Very, very important. All right. Appreciate that. So, what do we got going on over here? Let's move over to Bitcoin. Just let me check what's going on over there. People excited this morning again as they were early in the week. Do you remember over here on Monday, Bitcoin 34,000, taking a look at 35,000 into that resistance? We still got this little bit of resistance right above us, this little bit of supply over here. And then we got the strong resistance above us. It's nice to see Bitcoin up a little bit, but it's really not. It's making lower lows. It's making lower lows, and it's making lower highs. Higher. Here's a lower high, lower low. Over here, a lower high. Didn't make a lower low, but what's it going to do right now, right? So all we can say is right now we can continue to consolidate, waiting for that next leg up. When's it going to come? That awareness in the past bull market phase, these drawdowns lasted anywhere from 30 to 60 days over there. So far over here, this started around January 8th. It hasn't even been 30 days. Does that mean it needs to be at least 30 days? No. But there we are. There's that clarity there. There's that awareness. I think we're going to look briefly at FX, and then we're going to have a short session only so I could prepare for the live CTM training session that we're doing at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to talk about the most important trade there is. We're going to talk about Bitcoin lightly leveraged and how to manage that. All right. So it's going to be a very special training session today, talking about the most important trade there is. DXY, let's check this out over there. What do you got over there? All eyes on the DXY. Let's check it out. Just to make sure that we have the important awareness over here as we get into. Are we looking at? Are we looking at head and shoulders? Winthrop, I want to try to get on the same page as you. Inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's try to make it work. I don't ever, by the way, look for those head and shoulders. Is this your head? And is that your left shoulder, or is that your left shoulder? And is that your right shoulder, or is that your right shoulder? That's your neckline. So instead of worrying about the reverse head and shoulders, which that does not look like at all, but focus on this neckline over there, right over there. But you don't need, there you go. That's actually very, very, very glad you pointed that out to us. Let me go ahead and draw that in over there. Hold on one second. Follow me. Find the flow. Keep it going. Winthrop, thank you. Look at that over there. That trend line, very important over there because you could see completely in play over here, making that little bit of a lower high swing low over here, right? Breaking above there, taking us in towards 91.50, and then even as high as possibly 92.20, between 92.20 and 92.50, we have resistance. What I'm watching on the DXY, though, is whether or not we are able to hold this trend line break right over here. If we're able to hold that trend line break, because if you have that little bit of resistance right there, that little bit of a trend line over there, that's always what happens is you break out of the trend line, you come into that closest, nearest resistance, and then back off. It's the retest that's important right now, whether or not we're able to hold that support, resume off there. Then you're just going to see a break of that little neckline, that little trend line that you're following over here, right? So instead of following it there, I'm following it here. Or if we fall back in, then we could say, all right, that was a failed breakout attempt over here. We're back into our bigger channel over here that we've been in ever since the beginning of 2020. All right, what else do we need to look at over here? What's important? Let me just look, instead of looking at FX, let me focus in on what's going on. I could see that most pairs right now are basically almost unchanged. Nothing is up even a 0.5%, or nevertheless a big day, a nice range day on FX is like 0.75% or 1%. But everything here is kind of just unchanged. It's not really worth my time, your time, or effort going into tomorrow, as today is Thursday. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I feel like we crushed what we needed to crush. Very, very happy about that. S&P now up 1.5%, right? Whoop, this is the wrong chart over there. Let me bring that back over here. S&P up 1.5%, back into the channel over there. Was that the dip? I don't think so, right? We're looking for a correction to step in. That was only a 3.9% pullback over there. Nothing going on equities that's exciting. What's exciting is where our focus is. Is silver exciting? Up now 6.5%. Is WallStreetBets doing their thing over there? If you want to stalk this, and by the way, look what's happening on gold too. That might provide the better entry. A break of that trend line over there, that might provide the better entry. But I do expect and continue to expect silver to outperform gold in 2021, right? Just as I expect Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin. Does that mean that I want to invest in Ethereum? No. Does that mean that I want to invest in silver? Maybe. I have a big or a nice physical position. Held that for a long time. Continue to monitor it. Listen, let's see what happens on silver over here. We could see that trend line break over there. A retest of 26 opens up an opportunity for CTM. Getting it back above 27.50 opens up an opportunity for CTM. But right now, you don't chase after this at all. That's not how you do it. All right, everyone. We're going to call it a session. 45 minutes, really short and sweet. And that's what it is. Thanks for spending the time together this morning. Thanks for brightening my day. I'll see everyone else, everyone on CTM in 45 minutes, and looking forward to that as well. I'm back. A couple of things I want to clear up over here as we finish the session. First over here, what do we have? JC Travels. I never received the training invites. JC Travels, send me an email. Check your bulk folder and make sure you get in the Discord group. It'll be posted, the link to the training session, posted inside the announcement sections of the Discord group. Will be posted in the Telegram group, not the broadcast channel, but the CTM old Telegram group, just to make sure you get it, JC Travels. Send me an email. Maybe for some reason you opted out of the mailing list, but it's sent by email and it's posted in our forums. We want to make sure that you get involved in that. Nevertheless, if you are not able to be there live, the replay is available to everyone inside Conquering the Markets. The other thing that I wanted to mention was Ethereum. Why are we not? The title of the video is Ethereum, right? I'm mentioning Ethereum, talking about Ethereum. Everyone knows what we've been lining up over there. You can see over here that was there to show us the resumption off. It's occurring right now. Ethereum is going ahead and looking to go ahead. And not only it's trying to get back towards all-time highs and price discovery. We mentioned that earlier on. And then Ethereum, Bitcoin, we've been all over since down over here, right? This is when we first took that first position into Ethereum, Bitcoin, added over here. And now we have another breakout, retest, resumption up. Conquering the markets all day long, of course, Ethereum. But the question is why, if I think Ethereum will outperform, would I not be invested in Bitcoin? Bitcoin's the only trade that matters. Bitcoin lightly leveraged, in my opinion, outperforms anything and everything. Or more importantly, at my age, with my family, I need to make sure that I'm involved in what I believe to be the trade that matters, the most important trade. I spent my early 20s speculating, whether it was during the first dot-com bubble, whether it was during the 2007, 2008 market crash. I've had lots of fun learning my way around. And now I just focusing on what I believe is the best trade. And then I just focus, right? As I focus my capital and resources. All right, everyone. Beautiful session. I'll see you all in the morning. We almost made it to 1,000 likes. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get it with all those who are watching us later on. And all of you who are watching us on the replay, thanks for being here. You're a special part of this community, and I'm grateful for you. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay free. I'll talk to you all later.